Hey everyone, welcome to Trail Sage, and this week we're talking about the New Balance Impact Run and Accelerate athletic tank tops. I've owned mine for about a year and they've been awesome to run in. At first glance they seem pretty similar, but there are some subtle differences between the two that I think could make the difference in which one you may prefer. We'll go over the details for both and I'll let you know which one I would pick. So let's jump into the specs. Both are light, but in a size small, the Impact Run came in at 68 grams and the Accelerate was 8 grams heavier at 76 grams. Regarding the look, both have a racerback design, and when measured from the back of the collar to the bottom, both came in at 25 inches in length. However, the Impact Run sports a split hem design on both sides, and while the Accelerate doesn't share the same style, the thread pattern seems to be a bit more robust and wider. The text on the fabric is reflective on both, however the Impact Run has 2 extra reflective bits on the bottom above the hem on both sides. Now I have noticed that the 2022 version doesn't have that, so just be aware of that. Both are made of a fast-drying, lightweight polyester, but the technology behind them is slightly different. The Impact Run uses New Balance's newest ICEX technology, while the Accelerate was created using their dry-fast poly-knit wicking fabric. Now I don't know what any of those terms mean, I just want to know which one dries faster, so I came up with my own test. I set this up indoors so that I could limit the amount of variables. The setup includes a fan at the back to simulate airflow, and I suspended the tank tops from a hanger on top of a scale. I sprayed both down with water until the scale showed 8 grams of weight, and waited to see which one would dry faster. Once the scale reached 0, I stopped the timer. You might be surprised to find out that the Impact Run dried 2 minutes faster at 28 minutes, while the Accelerate took a little over 30 minutes, and in taking a closer look at the fabrics, you could start to see why. The Impact Run is visibly more breathable. The venting holes are bigger and the fabric is slightly thinner. Conversely, the knit on the Accelerate is slightly tighter, but also has a tad bit more stretch to it. Okay, so now that you have the specs, here are my likes. While both are incredibly light, the Impact Run definitely feels a little lighter. The material has a softer quality to it, and as we saw in the breathability test, it definitely dries faster. But that's not to say that the Accelerate isn't comfortable. This tank is also soft, but has some more give to it and feels durable. Now admittedly, I am splitting hairs here because the differences between these two are actually pretty small. I'm not a big guy at 5'8" and my chest is 40 inches, and the size small in both fit me perfectly. The Impact Run and Accelerate have a little stretch to them, which is great for working out in because it contours to your body and moves with it. And when it comes to running, I find they're excellent on the road, trail, and everything in between. The racerback design is a personal preference, but being a smaller guy, I find that this style suits my body type better and fits me in all the right places. Right, so are there any downsides? Well, I guess the Accelerate taking 2 minutes longer to dry was an obvious downside from a performance perspective, but I'm not really sure how noticeable that is in real life. I've never been out on a run and thought, man, this jersey is taking forever to dry. The reality is when you're running, you're constantly sweating, so your jersey will never really be dry. But then again, maybe I'm just not sensitive to that. Now what is noticeable is the fit. Because the Impact Run is slightly thinner and has less stretch, the fit around the shoulders is a little flimsy. On the other hand, the Accelerate, while slightly heavier, has more flexibility and that leads to a better form-fitting look. Again, how important that is up to you. So I suppose the biggest difference is going to come down to price. At full retail, the Accelerate is $28 and the Impact Run comes in at $40. Now I will say, depending on where you shop, I've seen these as low as $24, which is an absolute steal. So which one would I choose? Well, if you ask me if the Impact Run is worth $40, it absolutely is. It's a fantastic high-quality athletic top. But you know what? So is this one. So I guess the question comes down to, is the Impact Run $16 better than the Accelerate? Well, if I'm being honest, no, it's not. So here's my advice. If you can find the Impact Run for the same price or lower than the Accelerate, then it's a no-brainer. It's lighter, it's more breathable, and while the fit isn't perfect, once you start sweating, you're not going to notice that anyway. If you can't find the Impact Run on sale, then definitely go with the Accelerate. The differences are so small, and the quality on both of these is outstanding. So it's a no-lose situation. So if you're in the market for a great athletic tank, check out either one of these. You won't be disappointed. Well, that does it for this video. If you found it helpful, hit that like button. And if you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comments below. And finally, if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Turn off the air conditioning. It's about to get uncomfortable up in here. Boy, the rain and wind is kind of loud. I don't know if that's going to be audible. Hey everyone, welcome to Trails. Hey everyone, welcome to This week we're talking about the impact. Oh, that was on film, and that was the worst attempt at killing a gnat. The text on the fabric, the text on the dry fast ICEX poly knit wicking fabric. Whew, that's a mouthful. Do hard things. I'm doing hard things. The setup includes a giant car. Do sweaty things. Wish there was a way to turn the sensitivity down. The racerback design is a personal preference. The racerback design is a personal preference. Then again, maybe I'm just not sensitive to that. I'm sensitive to these cars. You're in the market for a new car with a better exhaust? I know James Nielsen.
Oh, Jesus, holy crap. Good.
Okay, good. Tough start. Whoosh.